So I'm selfish. And I don't mind being selfish because all of my life I've been the type of person that's been selfless. I've never focused on myself, always focused on everybody else. And at the end of the day, guess what? When it was time for me to reach out and get a helping hand from someone, no one was there for me. Nobody. So I said to myself, you know what? I'm going to stop caring about people and I'm going to focus on me. You know, it's like this. If you have a piece of bread, right? And somebody comes up to you and they're hungry, should you give them a piece or half of your bread? No, it doesn't make sense. I'm not giving you nothing. I'm gonna make sure I get a loaf. And then once I have about 12 slices, then I'll give you a piece of bread. Other than that, I'm gonna focus on myself. All these years, I've focused on everybody else, trying to be this so-called Jesus of the specifically black community. And it's like, how do you give something when you don't have nothing to give? Straight up. I never had anything to give. So how am I gonna give something to someone and I don't even have it? I'm telling people they need to get a car, they need to be self-reliant and this and that and so forth when I didn't have one. And it's like, it doesn't make sense. I need to focus on getting a car first, making sure that I'm straight. And it's crazy to me that, listen, I admit I'm selfish, but you know what? The people that ask for something are selfish just as well. Homeless people, the people that beg are selfish just as well. Listen to this. This is the right frame of mind. This is the right way that you're supposed to be thinking. Check this out. Homeless man comes up to me and say, hey, can I get $1, right? I'm saying to myself, well, why does he need a dollar? So he comes out and he says, yo, I'm trying to eat. And I need $1, I'm trying to, get enough food to eat. Right at that specific point, listen, right at that specific point, he doesn't care about what I'm doing. He doesn't care about if I ate today. He doesn't care about if I'm gonna eat later on. His mind, his state of mind, and what he's focused on is his stomach, and it's all about him, and it's not about me. He automatically assumes just because I'm getting in the car, just because I have decent clothes on, that I have it to give. And I don't. And that's the problem with people. That's the problem with family members and friends. They think that you have something when you don't have it. Just because you drive a nice car, just because you have decent clothes, just because Friday night you went out to the movies and you went to a fancy restaurant, that does not mean that you have it to give. That is your lifestyle, and you shouldn't be ashamed, embarrassed about your lifestyle and how you live. And at the end of the day, they should work hard, just like you do, in order that they don't have to ask anyone for help. Period. Now, don't get me wrong, I've had help in the past, and yo, let me tell you something. I have help in the past. I've been down to Crisis Ministry in Charlotte. When I needed my rent to be paid, I didn't have all my rent money. I had to go down there and ask for help. Go down there for a light bill and ask for help. I'm not ashamed or embarrassed to ask for help. There are programs, at least in Charlotte, that will help you. But those programs are for people that are working, that just got behind. They're not for people that beg. Period. Let me tell you something. I've been homeless. I've lived in hotels. I've slept outside before. I've slept on my friend's couch. I've slept in my mother's house as a young adult. At my father's house as a young adult. I've been through it all. And there is no reason for anyone at that to get up off their ass and do something about their problems and their situations. And when you do that, you have to focus on you and not worry about anybody else. Period. I'm trying to tell y'all something. Start being selfish. And don't feel bad when you don't have it and somebody asks you, whether it's a family member or a friend or a homeless person on the street. And don't be embarrassed or ashamed when somebody asks you for something and you do have it, but you can't give it to them right at this point in time. Because maybe you're saving. Maybe you're trying to go on that trip. Because you've been busting your ass at that job for a whole year. And you got to put money to the side for your margaritas, your hotel, your hotel, all of your expenses that you're going to have when you vacation. Money for souvenirs. Don't be ashamed and embarrassed when you, and don't trick yourself into saying, well, you know what, I got it. You know, I could just take that money that I'm gonna use for my vacation and give them some, and then I can make that money back because that's my sister, that's my mother, that's my father, that's my friend, that's a homeless bum on the street. No! Learn to say no! No, I'm not doing it. I tell a homeless person any and every day, it's two answers I give them. One, if you're really getting on my goddamn nerves, I'm gonna tell you no, I'm not giving you shit. Or two, if you're, considerate, I'm gonna be like, yo, I don't have it. Period. But we gotta be more selfish. We have to be concerned about our problems and situations. Let me say it again, because I don't think y'all comprehend it. I don't think y'all are digesting this. When people ask you all for things, they are being selfish just like they think you are being. When you tell them, I don't have it. They're thinking about themselves. They're not concerned about what's going on in your life. They're not concerned about if you ate, if you have a place to stay. They're concerned at that specific point in time. Their main concern is about them. Period. And I love it when people call me selfish. You want to know why? Because what you're telling me, in my definition, in my meaning of you saying that I'm selfish, what you're telling me is I refuse to give you something that you want from me. Period. And for that, I'll be that selfish person. I'm not gonna do what you tell me or what you want me to do. I'm not gonna do that. Everybody has their own lives. Everybody has their own problems. Deal with yours, because I'm damn for sure gonna deal with mine. So, my name is Langston 2092, and I'm one of the most selfish people that you could ever meet on this planet.